Ain't got no choice. Ain't got no choice. Do the roar.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number.
Hey, what's the thing?
To Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
What's the tag you use for streams? It's like meal reboot live or some shit.
Yeah, it's your team name, reboot, and then whatever it is. So like live or
Some gay. Some homosexual.
Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And away we go from Lumen Field. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye.
Gay.
It sails over the end zone.
Because they're from Golden State.
Kickoff rules in place. That's gonna
They
cost
lost.
them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line.
And Julius Randle went for 30. Yeah, look for a Draymond explosion because they gonna lose and he gonna do some stupid shit too.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards,
it's gonna be hot.
Translates now as a receiver in the open field.
My bad, guys. I didn't even realize it was gonna be that hot. But... No, we're here. We're here.
2nd and 6 now. Catch is made down the right sideline.
Come on, Minka, what the fuck?
4-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm gonna trade for you to do this bullshit.
There's a rocket over there, Josh, if you want it.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game.
And in late.
Well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks.
One's dead.
Come on.
Bad.
Complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that?
Yep.
I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Walker on first.
Oh, there's a guy out here. He's almost dead. He's almost dead. Two. There's two.
First down play,
Okay, Jeff.
It's
You
going
got
to be
it.
2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Man in motion here. Nix from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap to Nix. Escapes the pocket.
Oh my God, bro. Where's everybody at?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone. And your offense established in its top gear right here. Early on.
Dixon to kick this one away. And they won't return this, so with the new rules and because it hit in the landing zone first, the touchback will only come out to the 20.
Yeah, you're the first one to die without me, huh? Huh?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, Hurts.
Hurts comes out throwing.
Oh, his first play touchdown.
Rookie from Florida. And he's
Oh, no, I got
stopped.
tackled.
Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty.
I did. Where'd I die?
First down throwing for Hurts.
Who took my lodger?
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, Hurts. His shot downfield will wind up incomplete. That throw is looking for Brandon Ayuk. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No.
That one's incomplete.
He caught it and dropped it. What the fuck?
Stone hands got in the way there.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. A play fake now Hurts to throw.
Guy flown in.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession.
Yeah, Ayuk was wide
You
open.
know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you
Come on,
can
Rob.
see
You know better
things
than that.
starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the defense is all over this one.
Car coming
for
up.
big
It's a
loss.
king. Oh, shit.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete out to the right side. They drop him with a big
Some
hit.
damage.
At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night.
Oh, sniper.
He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. It's fielded at the 14. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will go on offense.
You guys don't rock tempered anymore?
First drive started.
Well, that's good. That makes
First and
teams
10.
push us even if we have when we have 4.
From the pistol, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Yeah, I haven't played in 5 days, okay?
Ball set up at the 48. They send him left out of the slot. Shotgun
Who
snap
just
for
went down?
Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown.
Ricky. Hurts, they said you didn't have the arm strength for that, bro. Let's go.
First time this game.
Fuck out of here.
Pearsall with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill.
Oh,
man there,
shit.
Anytime you can make your quarterback look that.
Oh, I don't know. He shot me in the back.
That's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
To kick it away. Here's Moody. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Wait up.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Nix again on second and 10. Gets this to Fant. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. On the draw, it's Walker. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. That one's out and cut on the right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
Wow.
They were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Ish.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side.
Come on, Robert. Give me some crosses. If you want to. You Robert right now.
About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at third and very long. Now Nix.
Man, how the fuck is that getting open, bro? Come on.
Bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Man, that boy must be all in your playbook, Jesse. That was cheesy.
Found a way. First and 10 now from the 30. Walker now from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the 26 on second down.
All he doing is running crosser. I mean, this shit ain't hard.
And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Josh, relax.
Third and long for Nix. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Michael Dixon on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Wow, they must really trust this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is
Bro, this motherfucker just made a 65-yard field goal. Get the fuck out of here.
And that's gonna break our tie.
This shit is too common, bro.
You know, Kate, there was a time
I don't know.
you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing.
He's kicking it from the fucking beak on the other side of the field, like the Seahawks beak.
Now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Fucking
out to the
ridiculous.
20. They're out and set. First and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Finding Pearsall. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, we'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's
Yeah, he
second and
just
5.
dropped. Where are we going?
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. He's got it at the 24. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. They've got first down from the 31. Here's Walker running right. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
2nd and 13. Complete out to the right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Crosser. Fucking hell. Find something else, you fucking twat.
And that quarterback will find you again.
And he's able to get it past midfield and down on
Oh,
the 49er
shit.
side. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Tight end in motion left.
Yep.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down.
Oh, I didn't know there was guys in the house.
Give him 15 yards on the pickup.
I didn't know there was a guy in the house. There's a guy bottom and guy top window.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Seahawks with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Forced out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Motioning the tight end left. Again on 2nd and 10, Nix.
What the fuck was that?
Touchdown, Seattle! So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are
What?
going well, sometimes you really just
It's man coverage and my
down
corner
there.
just fucking stood there.
pieces together.
York tacks on that extra point.
Fucking cheesy ass plays, man. This shit is stupid. He did that fucking play, Josh. He motioned the guy over. My corner stops and on the guy that's running the fade.
To kick this one away.
Fucking cornball shit.
And he got all of that.
Which way did he go, George?
With our new kickoff rules in play this year, and that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30.
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And then a rock came in and hit him in the back of the head.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Seahawks are going to have it after a 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Now motion him out of the backfield. Nix from the gun.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And And it sets up Seattle with first down.
We could go there.
Hand off to Walker from the gun.
Oh, because the carpet blew up.
And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down.
Cracked
you
him.
Yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. On the move, headed right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You went down 2?
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely.
He doesn't have any fucking money either. Does he still have it? Oh.
This is Walker on 2nd. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Oh my God! I swear, this motherfucking dude, the king of cheese, bro.
Everybody's a king of cheese
Sends it
with
through.
you.
And that pushes the lead up to 13.
No, I'm talking about only motions, like only RPOs.
Start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And no return as this is going to be a touchback. And with our new kickoff rules starting this year, the ball only comes out to that 20-yard line.
I ain't mad.
How did he get up that way? How did he get up that way?
Me.
Oh, he used the fucking truck. Wow. I didn't expect him to be able to get up that way because usually you can't.
10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw.
I like when the defensive lineman beat the fucking
O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
O-lineman and the O-line just stand there, still blocking like nothing happened. So amazing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it. Oh no, they get him yet again. Rick Woolen with the INT. And he takes this.
Are you serious?
Pick 6.
He dives through my God. Oh shit, good shit, bro.
To transition into a really nice return and then get the touchdown out of it too.
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push the lead to 20. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott. stop. Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Israel Abanikanda on the return. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. He fires one deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position.
And they pick him off again. Reek Woolen with the INT. There he goes, right sideline. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. He's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Lumber. Okay.
Quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Return starts from the goal line. Takes it just shy of that end zone. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Garendo. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Kate, you could just feel it, right off the snap. You just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
He's already got him most wanted.
Running with Walker again. Has a lane inside the 25. All the way, touchdown Seattle.
I'm gonna fly this and see what we
The
got.
Seahawks keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well,
We got 3 over here. Yep, there's 3 of them.
Found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
I'm waiting for his most wanted to get done to grab this one.
And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead.
Coming over. 2 seconds.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out at the 19. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Connection made to Isaac Garendo. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Working quickly here. On first down, Hurts. And they pick him off again. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. That pick six ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. They're going to have to get points now in a hurry. That's for an offense who just threw the interception, heading right back out there. You better flush it fast.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's a Conda on the return. They'll have a long field ahead of him, partner, as he's wrapped up shy of the 15. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. He's got it deep downfield. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Oh, it got me. And, of course, finished me.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's...
There's no way he's crouching. All I'm hitting is his head.
The pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
On 3rd
It
down,
fell off.
And he will score.
Oh
It's
my
a
God,
San
what the
Francisco
fuck?
touchdown. The 49ers continuing to fight at least.
On the side, yeah, on the side.
With the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. And they'll bring him down. The fake does not work.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
There's 2. We're going to try to hit this one for Josh.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Chased out to his right. And that's incomplete. Wanted
No
to dial up
kills.
the aggressiveness there
It's
like
just probably
that, but
can't
couldn't
put
connect.
corners.
2nd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it.
Man, Bo Nix is not outrunning Sidney Brown, bro. Stop.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out.
God damn.
So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Nix with it on first. Escapes out to the left. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide.
What's the score,
and
Rob?
get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance.
It said,
Now here it goes, down the right sideline. There it is, touchdown Seattle.
56-13.
The Seahawks can cruise to the win, growing that
Bro, I'm
lead
letting him
further.
score.
You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of
I would
getting
try to
somebody with
rotate
that type
right.
of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks continue adding on to that lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Abanikanda on the return.
I thought he was fucking jumping around.
And he doesn't make it very far. Tackled at his own 10-yard line.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Now a give to Garindo. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
Stretch to the twin side is so fucking broken.
Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not
Where?
show up on any explosive stat sheet. But I tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL,
Make him down.
you do set yourself up for success.
Oh, that
Play
can't.
fake, it's Hurts. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Handoff headed right, it's Garindo. 1st down and a lot more, past the 30.
You just opened the door
Down the
over here.
sideline past the 40. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. On 1st down, they'll run. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
2nd and 6 now. He's got it near the 10. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
We gotta get gone.
1st down from the red zone. He has the San Francisco touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting.
There's a
and
single
able to
over
get in
there.
for 6.
Making his
Just
way
a
up
drive
that.
that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
On is Moody for the extra point.
Yeah.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers take 7 points off the deficit. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They send a man in motion. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Third and long for Nix. Escapes the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that's separation.
Bouncing football. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. That time the sideline saved him and his team.
Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you've got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Walker hauls it in. He has room past the 25. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Now an inside give to Walker. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Oh, shit, Will. Oh,
Cut out left. And he gets it to the 1, but goes out just before the goal line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Move the chains. Gotta move them
Yeah, I think
chains.
so. He's in here.
Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Groupie sends it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow
Good,
of the
Josh.
ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach.
Guy running up.
Because it feels like they've got this in hand.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A play fake now hurts to throw.
He doesn't know I'm there, does he?
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up. Shotgun snap for Hurts.
Oh, I should have slid. It should have slid, not ducked.
Defensive play jarred loose, incomplete.
Dude, that was almost a nice jump play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throw on third down. He beams one deep right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Oh, and it's a fake punter with the football. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on down. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Yeah.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, up the middle, it'll be pretty tough for this safety to make a play through all the traffic. But you want to range outside? You want to get into his domain? You better be careful because this strong safety will put you on your back.
Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
A familiar sight in this contest, Bronk. He's out there again for another field goal try. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards, second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
One's out and cut on the right side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. First down, ball at the 36. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finding Pearsall. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Hurts throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They've got a man in motion. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.